I hope she has that mark too.
She does not, I don't think.
I'm like, that's a vintage bag.
Yeah.
It's a laminated mark, $1.
And she said $2 for that bag.
Okay, thank you.
Just sit out there.
It is.
Laminated mark, $1.
That is a vintage American Girl doll. I think she wants like 75.
75?
Sure. I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah, if you don't mind checking, thank you. How much are your trolls?
Another vintage item. You're know what you're looking for.
I'm hunting for nostalgia.
Yeah, so I think she's wanting like 10 a piece for them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because they were.
I was going to ask how much she might do for like just the whole box of them, but
Oh, I'll ask her.
yeah, just in case.
She said 95 for Kristen.
Okay.
Trolls whole box.
Haven't seen them in such a long time.
Get your lemonade.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I
Seriously?
turned 40 this year, so
That's crazy,
this
isn't
is
it?
like what I remember.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, she had some really cool stuff. She's got some like that's vintage.
Yeah.
She also has like vintage clothes, which
Ooh.
is really cool. Like,
Oh yeah, these are cool. How much is she asking on these kind of
you
things?
know, I don't know. I'm trying to get her to come back out. I said, you may need to come back out for a second because I don't want to undersell. Like,
Depending on the price, I may scoop up a whole bunch of those because that's my thing. Yeah.
and then she had like, oh, what was the one she showed me this morning? It was beautiful. She showed me some other things.
Yeah.
She's struggling to part with.
Yeah, I
It's her
get it.
fisherman boat, but like just, you know, just different
Yeah.
stuff.
Super cute.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell her to come back.
Yeah. If you could, yeah.
Look
These
at
are.
that. She said this is actually from the 60s.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
And, yeah, I'm gonna get her to come
Okay,
back.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep, those are from the 60s. I said, oh, those are from the 90s. She goes, no. Those
Yeah,
are from the 60s.
they're the OGs.
She said, nope, those are actually from the 60s.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, depending on the prices, I'd be.
Yeah, I'm gonna. She had a vintage store.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
And so she moved here from New Mexico, but she had a vintage store. But I don't remember if it was in New Mexico or in.
Yeah.
But some of them still have her little vintage tag on them.
Gotcha.
And she said, I will only part with these things with the right people.
Right.
Like,
Well, that makes sense.
like, look at this.
You're gonna take care of them. Oh my gosh, yes.
And she's got like,
Wow.
these were
Oh,
interesting.
the
I was like,
colors
what?
and stuff. Oh my goodness.
And she had, these are pants. I was like, these are pants. Like, these are pants. And she had some like costume stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Beautiful. They are. They really are.
You're fine.
Hello.
I said, I don't want to price your vintage stuff. I'm sorry.
I was wondering what kind of prices you had on things.
Well, there's also tags on here that are not, that's not what they are.
Okay.
They just had them on there from before. And I've got
Gotcha.
a whole bunch more. This is just some stuff I was pulling out because not many people are like,
Yeah.
you know, wanting to buy.
Yeah.
$2?
Well, heck yes. Absolutely.
Fabulous print.
Is that, they're unbelievable. Look at that, like the vibrancy.
I
You just
know.
don't find them like that anymore. Is that like around the kind of price that you're thinking for things?
Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of different,
Yeah, sure.
but those are $1.
Okay, so if I make like a little pile, you just kind of pick through it. Would that be okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And how much did you have, like, you trolls over there? If you were to sell the whole box, what would you do them for?
Okay, let me see. Yesterday I was saying 100 for the whole.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, that's like averaging around $10 a piece, which is pretty good for these guys.
Sure.
On eBay they go from 30 to 50 a piece.
Yeah.
So does that sound anywhere good to you?
Potentially. Let me double check it, but thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thanks for calling me up here. Sorry. You're totally fine. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know. few random pieces in here.
All right.
Maybe nose for me, but if you want to look through.
Well, sure.
But there's all kinds of cuteness up in here.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
And I have more boxes. If you were interested in the freezer, I can dig those out.
Yeah.
We can-
Okay, absolutely. Like, I am a mix between, just for full disclosure, a reseller of vintage specifically and a collector. So I'm
Nice.
like in heaven right
Same.
now.
I mean, that's what I did. I worked in vintage and had a store
Yes.
and sold it for a long time.
I
so-
have such a passion for, like,
Do you
know.
have a local place? Or do you
No, I
online?
sell on like Etsy,
Yeah.
and eBay, and stuff like
Same.
that, just out of my garage. So,
Well, you're gonna love this.
yes,
I've got all
absolutely.
kinds of
This.
really awesome stuff.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You may be my favorite stop of the day. Yeah, seriously. Oh wow.
I don't know if that one's gonna get sold.
Yeah, I got it. Well, you can pick on through and pull the precious stuff.
Thanks for being so patient and understanding.
Oh, of course. I understand completely.
Nice type of person, you know?
Yeah. I'm just in love with it.
And there's some fun stuff in there.
Yeah.
You just tell me when you're ready or if you have any questions.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello. Find them?
Could I show you where I'm at?
Yes. Let's take a look.
Thank you.
Let me move this out of the way.
Sure.
Oh, I know.
know.
Isn't this coat incredible?
It's absolutely
I'm
amazing.
like, I love it. Also, it's so nice to have someone who knows and appreciates.
I love it. I'm on a like sort of 60s, 70s kick right now, so
Perfect, and it's in pretty damn good.
it sure is.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 5 on that.
Okay. And did you say you had any more that you were thinking of, or not quite yet?
I do. I have a lot. I'll have to pull them out.
Sure.
I don't know if we want to exchange numbers.
Yeah,
We can
that would
do that.
work. I'm local, so.
Perfect. Oh, what? I totally set this out today, and I was like, you need to keep this so that you can post it, because this is such a phenomenal
Yes.
set. But I'm glad it's going to you.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, sorry. It's just solid wood. Oh, this one's awesome. Bye.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. No,
I'd love to get in this dollhouse, but it takes all I can't read good.
that's all right. And let me grab those out.
Okay.
60 for all of it?
All right, can I throw the, like, you can add these in if you want to.
65.
Let's do it. Thank you very much.
This one, I'm sorry.
That is
okay?
totally fine, absolutely.
I didn't mean to put that one.
No, you're
me and
fine.
Daddy with
I understand. Oh, you know, I have a giant IKEA bag in my trunk that I can go grab if you want.
Here, I've got this.
You have one too.
This is one of the stores that I used to work at in San Francisco.
Oh, amazing.
That one,
Thank
the top
you.
part ripped, but it has like the most beautiful skirt.
Oh my
It could be
gosh,
repurposed.
yes, I wish I had the skills to repair it. I would do it in a heartbeat. That thing is amazing.
Yeah, 1930s.
Oh my gosh. So pretty. Thank you so much for the awesome deal.
Oh, you are so welcome. I'm just so glad it's going to a
Oh yeah,
good-
they will be absolutely loved.
Yeah.
It is so nice to meet you, Molly.
so nice
It's
to
a
meet you
real
too,
pleasure.
Carly.
I really
You
hope we can get
too.
together.
Yes, me too. Do you need help carrying?
No, I think I got it. Thank you.
Right,
But
well,
good luck
enjoy.
today, and I'll talk
Thanks,
to you soon.
you too.
Right, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're sitting in the right spot. You should. Pretty day to be out anyway.
It is. It's getting warm now, though.
Yeah. I got this one. Yay! Herbie just got.
Hello, I got. No, you're fine. I got 3 clothing items.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a nice day. Alright guys, welcome to the haul, the part of the video where I show you what I picked up at today's yard sale. So this was a fun one. Definitely, this was the best yard sale I had all day long. But let's start here first. So this was one I just happened to be passing, wasn't on my list or anything like that. And I only picked up 3 items, but just goes to show sometimes you do have to dig a little deeper. On the surface, it didn't look like there was anything really to be found. A lot of kind of like Ross brands and Walmart and things like that. But then I happened to find these 3 items all together, and they were $1 a piece. So this first one is, as you can see, a knit American flag cardigan by the brand Polo Ralph Lauren. I've actually sold this exact cardigan multiple times, and for $1, that is a great buy. Next, we have a baby blue kind of like cable knit, almost fisherman style sweater, and this is by LL Bean Signature. And lastly, we have a brand new with the tags, originally $80, J. Crew, and it is a white, like kind of 3/4 length sleeve dress with this almost, I guess, like a crochet overlay to it. I wouldn't usually pick this up, but because it was brand new with the tags, I decided to give it a go. All right, and then this yard sale. So I'm going to take you through the items in just a moment, but first of all, I want to say the lady was absolutely lovely. It was such a pleasure to meet her. It turns out that she is a vintage reseller as well, or she was. She liquidated her, I think, brick and mortar store, and she was getting rid of a lot of stuff, and we exchanged numbers, and I'm really hoping that she's going to get in touch with me soon so I can go ahead and buy some more of her inventory that she is liquidating. She has such an eye, beautiful pieces. And I paid $65 for everything that you see here, so let's just get stuck in. Let's start down here first. Absolutely beautiful pair of vintage cat eye glasses. There's no lens in them, which is absolutely fine. That's just something that needs to be disclosed. People will have their own lenses put in anyway, and they have this really beautiful, almost like marbled effect. I actually haven't ever found any with that kind of cool design to them before. Then this is the first thing that I found. It was $2, obviously like $65 altogether, but this is gorgeous. Look at this vintage suitcase with this all over surfing print. Now, as you can see, there are some condition issues here and there. That is par for the course when it comes to vintage. If you're new to my channel, I am an online reseller on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark and Mercari. And I do sell just about anything and everything. However, I consider myself as someone who specializes in vintage in terms of that is the stuff that I seek out, and that is the bulk of what I buy usually is vintage clothing, accessories, that kind of thing. Just for a little context. So I'm going to work on this with a little bit of Dawn very, very gently. This is like a sort of woven canvas, so I'm going to see if I can get that out. Either way, I was not going to leave it behind for $2. It is so darn cute. All right, and then on to the clothing pieces. Again, her prices were absolutely wonderful. She did me such a great deal. So here we have a vintage two-piece, I guess like a plaid skirt and jacket, or kind of like a suit if you like. Is union made, just absolutely beautiful. Feels like it is a wool. She had a lot of stuff that was sitting around that kind of like 60s mark or whatever in terms of era, and I am just all about that right now. I'm loving finding that stuff, especially loud prints and things, so this was like a dream for me. Okay, so we have this absolutely beautiful Western jacket. Like I said, wonderful condition. The brand is Tregs Western, I think is what it says. I honestly couldn't care less about the brand. It is all about the style for me, and this thing is just fantastic. Again, I'm thinking around that 60s, 70s mark in terms of era. Okay, this one I don't think has any tags, but it's just adorable, and this is going to sell so easily, mostly because of this really cute little collar that's happening here. All right, next we have a sort of windbreaker jacket with all kinds of like nautical sort of stuff all over it. Very, very loud and bright. I don't expect it to sell overnight, but the right buyer will come along and they will absolutely love that. Next we have this little vintage yellow dress with the embroidered flowers all over it. So darn cute, so beautifully made. Even has a little bit of like an embroidered hem down here as well, and it does have the belt that goes with it. Next we have a 1970s piece with a huge oversized collar. We have this baby pink against the brown color blocking with the buttons as well standing out against that brown, which is really, really beautiful. Fortunately, does not seem to have the belt with it. That's absolutely fine, and it is actually a maxi length as well. No, I tell a lie, it's pant. Oh my gosh, it got even better. It's a jumpsuit. It's pants like from the 70s, and they're like crazy flared. Look at that flare. Okay, so this just got way better. Oh, I got one top, I think, that was not vintage. It just happened to be floating around in there. Yes, it's just a cabbie blouse, like a floral blouse. That's the newer tag. All right, next we have this beautiful blue and green pinstripe long sleeve belted dress to a sort of like a midi length or so. Again, vintage piece, feeling very 70s or so. This is obviously a kid size, but it is, or at least it claims to be, Harley David motorcycles. It does have a date on there, I think it's 1984 right there. A couple of holes, single stitch, don't care a single bit. This piece is absolutely wonderful. I will have to see what this is going for and see if I can find any exact comps. All right, we have a button up floral, very like flower power style with the huge pointed collar, long sleeve dress. All right, here we have a sort of mock turtleneck, long sleeve, color blocked until you get down to this amazing quilted skirt, maxi length dress from the 1970s. Like, what is happening here? It's absolutely stunning, and it's still so vibrant. All right, I did grab this dress. I don't know anything about the brand. I don't think it's anything special at all, but I just happen to really love the print on this particular dress. It has almost like a mosaic print to it, if you can see that, and I just thought it was so like beautiful and classic, such a nice sort of unique print without being too over the top, that I wanted to go ahead and grab that one as well. And that's approximately a midi length too. I've got another vintage 1970s. This is like a bodysuit where it's got all this kind of like ribbed thing going on. It's not in perfect condition. We do have a little hole, we do have threads hanging and things like that. It does need a little bit of love, but I just thought that that was really, really cute. Okay, now we have another sort of long button-up dress. Now these are very like boxy. However, obviously you would put on like a leather belt or something like that, and it would really pull the whole thing together. Absolutely stunning 1970s print. I love this piece. It is so beautiful, and it's kind of like a thicker material. All right, another 1970s style piece, just a beautiful blue and white sort of striped with a pussy bow up here and this beautiful pleating around the collar as well. Again, 1970s, very kind of like Secretary Geek kind of a vibe. All right, this vintage piece is all the kind of like prairie, primitive, folk, all those kinds of keywords, cottagecore kind of vibes. So buttons up here, and then it has this beautiful, almost like a bib detail with all of the sort of roughly pleating, and then a high mock neckline as well. Really, really cute. And again, we're paper tags, we're full on vintage here. Don't know anything about the brand, couldn't care less. The style is gorgeous. All right, check out this little top. Again, very like 60s, 70s. It's actually quite structured. It has like a little tie down here as well. And then it has sort of like a built-in bra situation. Very kind of like stiff material as you would expect from something from sort of approximately the 70s or so. All right, we have a pair of vintage leather high-rise shorts. Now these are small. This is my hand. These are quite tiny. So obviously measurements and being patient needs to happen, but they are genuine leather, they are vintage, and they are super, super high rise as well. Just really, really cool piece. All right, check this piece out. So we have this beautiful higher neckline, gorgeous like button detail as well. Short sleeve, kind of like a fit and flare dress with all this beautiful pleating in the skirt. And again, it's like a nude with a very, very bold blue and green print to it. Really, really gorgeous. Absolutely screams the era that it's from, which is approximately, again, the 1970s or so. This was actually the first piece I found when I realized I was going to be doing some damage here, and I realized that her prices were like $2 a piece. So we have a long sleeve with this ruffle cuff. This is all so beautifully smocked with a floral detail. This is like a sunshine, kind of almost like a baby yellow elastic waist, and then we have this gorgeous lace trim down at the bottom as well. Again, we're sitting at like a kind of a midi length, super cottagecore, folk, primitive, all the things. Just have a little leather accented skirt with this kind of snake print going on, like a faux wrap skirt. Oh, this was one of the things as well. When I saw it, I was like, I'm in. Look at the vibrancy of this skirt. It is unbelievable. So I don't even know if this has any tags in it. I think it might be handmade. Absolutely stunning 70s print. I don't think the camera, with it being kind of darker in here, is really doing justice to how vibrant and gorgeous this entire print is. Again, maxi length, so it's absolutely perfect. Elasticated waist, elastic is still good. All right, pair of approximately 1970s plaid pants, like the OGs. I don't know if the brand's in them necessarily. I'll have to do some investigation. Again, measurements will be the way that I go. There is a small repair here. Don't care at all. I still think these are absolutely brilliant. All right, and the last item is this pair of vintage Miller's sort of skinny jeans, I suppose you could say. They look like they're more so from like maybe the 90s or so, looking at them, made in the USA. But I grabbed them because they looked kind of like jodhpurs. And obviously I'm thinking that there's some kind of equestrian thing happening here because of the patches right here on the inner knee. So I decided to go ahead and take a chance on those. All right, and that is everything from today's yard sale. What do you think? I am so hoping that Molly will reach back out to me so I can buy many, many more items from her. She has such a good eye. Her pieces are beautiful. They're so well taken care of. I can't wait to restore a couple of them, and I absolutely can't wait to pair them up with the right buyer who's going to love them forever. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up before you head out the door. And of course, if you're new here and you want to come along with me to more yard sales to find cool things to flip online for a profit, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you never miss a video and you never miss a yard sale. All right, you guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.